Here we go.
Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Zero or zero equals zero. If we ain't producing what we here for, it's power in numbers, numbers. Hey, hey, it's power in numbers, numbers. Hey, hey, it's power in numbers, numbers. Hey, hey, it's power in numbers.
Yo,
What's up? What's up?
good
Welcome, welcome,
evening.
welcome,
Good
welcome.
evening. Good evening. You in tune with the Grown Man Shit podcast tonight. I'm your host, Man D, with my co-host DJ The One.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
We got my man DJ Rue on the comments
Yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
the technical situations with this here. We thank y'all for tuning in with us each and every Thursday. Grown Man Shit podcast, man, where we enlighten our people to all the things that's going on in the world, whether it be finance, health, mental health, uh, spirituality, education, just to name a few of those things, entertainment, all those things. We thank y'all again for tuning to us, tuning in each and every Thursday at 7 o'clock. You can catch us. You can call in too if you like. That number is 708-996-7939. I'm going to repeat that again. That number is 708-996-7939. We ask that you keep your comments polite. That's the word I want to use.
And brief.
And brief. And brief. All of this is opinions, you know. Um, we ask that we keep it real adult like and mature. That's why it's called the Grown Man podcast. So our topic tonight is you are what you eat. But we want to touch on a few things because again, it seems like every week we going through some craziness on these streets in Chicago with all these murders. And I just want to say, man, it's time to stop, man. Come on, man. We got to stop this. People that look like you ain't your enemy, man. If you really knew and had information that you needed to have, you would understand. The people that look like you ain't your enemy, man. You got to realize who the true enemy is, all right? And also with recognizing who the true enemy is, learn who you are because that will help you, you know, in this plight, in this fight we into a definite fight. So it's gonna take us to come together, you know, all species of people, because we are different species of humans. So it's gonna take all of us to come together and man, curb this crap, man. It's a shame that you in the same neighborhood that with people that look like you and you going through nonsense. Like you got to keep looking over your shoulder. You can't even go jog at a certain time of night at the park. You can't do certain things because all these other elements that are really unnecessary for us to go through. You know, we had a couple shootings at a few bars on the south side that man resulted in a couple of deaths. I don't know if we numb to death. One, what you think? Are we numb to death, man?
I think we numb to life. It ain't death
man,
because
that's
we don't know
crucial.
how to live
That's a
and
crucial
be and
statement.
live life to its fullest because we're so stuck on the amenities of everything around it that we really don't need. You know,
That's a crucial statement, brother.
I
That's
just think we numb to life. I don't think we numb
man,
to death. Because
man.
you know what? I'm gonna ask you a question. Have you been dead before? And have you come back?
Really, really.
So
Is
how
that
can
Right.
rhetorical or something,
so
man?
have you died and came back?
Is
It's
that
So if
rhetorical?
you have, I want to know how it felt.
it
Because
Well,
felt like a
well,
trip
let me
once or what?
let me expound on what I mean by we numb to death because like we see all these shootings in movies and killing people and stuff like that. And man, like you don't really respect life.
You know what? You're right. We don't, but actually, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think we know. Just like I said last week, there's no book on how to do anything. There's no book on life,
It's learn as you go, and
and
am I correct?
and we learn as we go,
Yeah, I agree with that.
and we do some silly things in life. Some of us regret them, and some of us don't. Some of us get away with them. So it's no book, but I don't think anybody can say, death, because I've never died and came back. So I'm trying to live life to its fullest, because I know when I die, I'm gone.
You
Send
don't,
me out to sea.
you don't know where you going.
I know I'm ashes. They gonna throw them out in the sea.
You gonna get cremated.
Yeah,
I know I'm
because
dead.
Let me.
because I don't know where they gonna when they bury people nowadays. Eh, I'm not into that.
Let me get an insurance policy
Okay.
Well, you can't
No,
speak
no.
to
Hey,
you a hot
that's just a
mess.
little humor, my bro. I wish you many years on this plane, brother. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We got many more years to go on this plane. All praise to the creator. So we doing that. But man, we gotta stop all this, man, this craziness, man, because it's too much. It's too much, man. You got people afraid to go outside and live their lives. We already been on lockdown by these people who want to control everything. Now, they'll try to control you and say, "Oh, it's a mandate that you can't do a certain thing without being without having a jab," which is doesn't make sense because we're all free, you know. But then you won't solve these crimes or murders in our community. So that goes null and void, but you're gonna put a lockdown and mandate
Well,
getting the jab.
I think that's because it affects certain people, and they not. Hold on, wait a minute. Now this hit my people. I got to do something. Do, how you feel, man? What you think? Like I think that's the only reason why, like they putting that 911 on it because they people getting hit. What you think?
Man, look, they're saying that most of us are susceptible to it, you know. But at the same time, should it be my choice to have to take the jab versus you telling me like you're my parent, like you're not providing me the things I need to sustain in this life. So how you gonna mandate something for me as an adult, you know, to take that jab?
Well, I think it's a personal thing, but like when you decide to do that and this person decide to do that, I think that uh it's gonna cause some a little confusion. I
We,
really believe that.
you know what? That's because how people think. I agree with you. It's a personal choice. You know, it's all a personal choice. But again, if I decide to take that jab or not take that jab, that's based off me. You know, we right now they got us in revelations, man. So you telling me I can't go to this place and eat because I ain't took the jab. So it's mandatory. So that means then you're gonna lose business. You're gonna lose business because I ain't gonna come to your establishment. Because if that's what I'm opting out of to do, I'm not knocking anybody who feels free enough or however that you feel like you want to take that, but like you can't tell me how to live my life.
And I agree with that. And that's the thing about it is that's what makes the United States a great place because you have your opinion and you have your beliefs. And that's the thing that might probably bite us in the butt. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it, bro. It might bite us in the butt. What you think, the one?
It's gonna bite us in the butt because everything that's happening to us is man-made, and it's
Indeed.
man trying to destroy us. And we got to find a way of conquering our own inner enemy, which is, I won't say white, I won't say Hispanic, I won't say German. I'll just say human. And that's the only way I can put it without being biased or how you come across as being racist. We are our own biggest enemy,
Indeed.
and we've been that since day one. Now, the other enemy that we got coming at us, and everybody don't want to look at it, is global warming. We got too many storms happening. Too many things are happening in areas because we need to change our emissions and what we're doing to our world. In a minute, all these movies that we've been watching,
It's gonna be reality.
it's gonna be it ain't gonna be. It is.
It is.
It's already happening. It's a
Y'all-
reality right now.
Y'all seen the whole neighborhood get burnt down, boy, in
man,
California?
Man,
The whole neighborhood.
this is some crazy stuff that's going on right now, and we just got to deal with it. But I don't think we know how to deal with it. Hey, have you started building your bunker? Have you started building yours?
Hey,
No.
I've
Yeah,
been
'cause-
I've been
'cause-
working on getting my
Because we
chips
need to go.
up.
We need to go in
My
there. And
bunker
have
I
is
bet,
one.
two
hey,
pillows.
I guess we gon' your the bunker is your van.
Yeah, you would-
Basically,
We gonna have to take
my little G ride.
we gonna have to take all the equipment out your van.
well, that bunker need
Yo.
to be what, about 30 feet, 40 feet,
Man.
miles under.
Man,
Man.
what? Tell me about it. We got my man DJ Rue on the comments, so I think we got a couple comments, brother.
Yeah, I'm
Can you
looking
read them
for
comments?
I see Aveda Barrett. Those are created and manipulated as well.
Indeed, just like one said, this stuff man-made. They got patents on this, man. And then you look at it. If you look at the back of a Lysol can, they had coronavirus on that over 20 years ago.
They already got the cure for this. man.
Rewind, man. What
They
you
already-
say?
They
They
already
had
got.
the coronavirus on the back of a Lysol can over 20 years ago, man. You know,
Okay, and
So-
you know, and everything that we're going through, I got a song I want to play, and I want y'all to listen to this, and just tell me what you think at the end, because this hits home with what we're going through right now in Chicago.
well, look, hold on. Can we say that to the end, brother?
Yeah,
'Cause
we can. It speaks
let-
on Chicago.
let's say that to the end right now, because we still got to go into our topic.
Okay,
And
cool.
our topic is tonight. You are what you eat.
I would
Somebody-
can I reiterate one more time, my brothers, put that number out there so people can call in.
708-996-7939. Hit us hard. We're gonna be here for a minute. Welcome.
Hey,
Hey y'all, we
read that
got
comment. Read that comment.
yeah, I
Rick.
got one more comment from Boss Lady D. Since the pandemic, they took Corona off the back of Lysol cans.
Wow. Is that nuts?
I
It
read
has
it
been
slow,
on there.
so they
Wait,
get it.
if you go look at it prior to the Delta variant and all this stuff, if you look at it, man, Corona it was said to eliminate coronavirus on the back of a Lysol can. So, Boss Lady D, man, we appreciate you, because I haven't looked at the back of a Lysol can right now. They got me so tied up in and sanitizer.
But can you find a Lysol can? You can't get there. You go. So how you
Everybody
gonna
can.
look at that if you ain't got one?
Indeed.
Believe me, they're hard to get now.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's like a diamond in the rough, like a black woman trying to find a good, solid black man.
That ain't
Mm.
no.
I like that
I
rule.
like that rule, but you know what? There's some solid men out here. But guess
Hey,
what?
Hey,
It takes a solid man and a solid woman
Oh,
to become one.
shuck.
ain't no solid Lysol can, like you said. So I'm gonna go back to that. Ain't no solid Lysol.
It takes a solid man
Hey,
and a solid woman.
I
now.
can be
become
solid
one.
like a Lysol.
Okay.
Can.
You know,
Hey, bro, I can be
what's-
solid.
what-
I
what's-
can get solid like a Lysol.
Yeah,
can.
I believe you, but are you equally yoked?
Lord,
you
Jesus.
yoked?
Hey, stop it, man.
Are you one with God?
God, oh my God.
Hey,
Welcome to Grown
It
Man
is.
Podcast,
indeed,
y'all.
indeed, y'all. Thank y'all for
Welcome
tuning
to
in.
Grown Man Shit Podcast.
Indeed.
I'm gonna say the word.
No, you can't say the word, man. You can't say the word, bro.
Yeah.
No, but again, tonight's topic, excuse me, is you are what you eat. And that
So
particular
what you eat,
phrase,
man? What you eat, man? Steak.
No,
You know they say
sir. No, sir.
they say what's that meat give men strength. What you eat? So you are what you eat.
I think meat breaks down your immune system,
Okay.
so it allows you to have, or it allows you to be susceptible to what's our way, what's happening in our way, and what's coming our way.
Okay, how
Because
long does it?
again,
You're right.
let's realize that the human body was never created to digest flesh. Because if that was the case, then we could eat each other and digest each other. I
How
know
long
in
does it
some
take
places,
meat? How long does it take meat to get out of your system?
I don't know.
I
From my
think it's
research,
30 days.
No.
Nah. From my research, it'll stick with your colon walls and then your intestine.
I
So
was-
I don't think it's never able to do that unless you get like a colon cleanse or
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
that
do
gotta
some
be something
things.
deep.
Yeah, like that'll always stay in your system.
They
It'll,
say when I think I may be wrong on this, but one helping of meat stays in your system 72 days.
God, but jeez.
72 days.
So
Just like
basically,
if you
that's
smoke a joint,
2.5 months.
how long does a joint stay in your system when you smoke some weed?
30 days.
so they say.
So they say. I
So
agree.
they say because again, like you smoking. If you smoke, you smoking chemical and induced weed now.
Okay, how long does
Yeah, they
coke?
putting some
you
on
know.
lot. They putting some
So
on the weed, I believe now.
of course,
Right. Well, how long
of
does
course.
cocaine stay in your system?
Oh, I think a day.
No.
24 hours.
72 hours.
Is this a drug intervention? or
No,
something
but this is
right
what I'm
now,
saying. It's
brother?
about what we put in ourselves.
Indeed.
So it is if you take meat into you and it takes 72 days to get one helping of steak out of you. Whoa, think on that.
Whoa,
Yeah, that's deep.
no question.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
look,
deep.
let's go with where the phrase "you are what you eat" came from. It
Oh,
came,
we got another comment.
okay. Hold on for a minute.
Well, I can't. Mac Menace, he say a lot of us. I don't get where he coming with that comment.
You say
A lot of us.
Alvin Berry just commented too. He just gave a comment too as well.
Alvita Burnett.
Times every day. That's it. Consume. I don't get that.
She talking about pretty much the things we talking about putting in our systems. And Mac Mims was talking about he was referring to good men.
Okay, a lot of us. Gotcha,
Okay.
brother.
Okay. We get that. We appreciate that. We appreciate you all tuning in and commenting. Thank you. So like the phrase "you are what you eat" came from the philosopher Ludwig Feuerbach. Okay. And I just want to read something for y'all right now. Is it true that you are what you eat? In a literal sense, we can all agree that it's true that you are what you eat. Nutrients from the food we eat provide the foundation of the structure, function, and wholeness of every living cell in our body, from the skin and hair to the muscles, bones, digestive system, and immune system. So now, if there's a breakdown in your body and you're dealing with certain things, guess what you can attribute that to? What you put in your body. Me and one had were conversing earlier today, and he was telling me, we were talking about the jab, and he was telling me, look, I've been a little compromised with certain elements. I'm not gonna go in fully into his business or whatever. So, and I was telling him, well, I think it's crazy that you can mandate someone to do something against their will, and I'm not allowed to participate in how society been moving for years based off of you and your assessment of what I should do. But I understood what one was saying about being compromised, and that's what he did. But at the same time, we have to be real. I love this brother, everything, but if you don't take care of yourself, what do you have, man? Period.
true, but listen here, guys. You're compromising your system from the age of 21 till you get to 50. When you're getting drunk, you're putting stuff in you. You know, the older you get, the less your body can take. And you don't know you're killing yourself slowly. But hey, but when we get older, you got to realize I want to live longer, so you got to stop a lot of things you've been doing. But that don't mean the symptoms go away. So
Indeed.
that means you break down your immune system with certain things. Autoimmune system is a lot. You know, things happen,
Indeed.
and you don't even know why you got bumps on your back and why you breaking out a rash around your knees and your elbows, and you just got to go to the doctor one day, and your doctor say, "Okay, you got arthritis,
Hey, dude,
rheumatoid,
that is so
psoriatic
hilarious.
arthritis, and you have a skin disorder."
That is so hilarious.
And that's all built up into one. And then it give you this little
Who?
drug to say, here, take this. It will clear up in 6 months. Okay, it clears up. But when 6 months come around, the doctor say, hey, I need you to stay on that for the rest of your life. But
Who?
I didn't tell you, it breaks down your immune system.
Indeed.
So
And
you
the
can
immune
catch,
system does your immune system does what? The one,
it stops you from catching COVID.
and it stops you from catching a cold. Stop it. It fights viruses from your body.
Right.
Why would you take a medicine to shut your immune system down?
Well, that's what they claim is the problem.
To
Your
make
immune
you so
system is overactive. It's causing this reverse action in you, and it's due to what you put
Wow.
in you
let me
over the years.
let me speak on some
So
things you
it go
said.
back what he talking about.
Indeed. And he said from 21 on up, I'm gonna go back with how if your parents don't have information and they're feeding you a certain diet, because this is what they call hereditary. So it's hereditary because we've been eating the same way they've been eating. They introduced us to the same thing. So now we're susceptible to these things that could be harmful to us based off of our diets. So it goes back further than 21. You just kind of compound the situation when you drink, smoke, and do all these things. And we all guilty of it. We've done it, you know. At the same time, when you're saying that bumps on your back or your arm, then that's your body giving you indications that something is wrong. Because we're made perfectly. We're created perfectly, okay? So since we're created perfectly, then your body will give you indications. One question. I got a question for you, and you can answer it, Rue, as well. Do you know yourself? If you live with yourself for so many years, do you know yourself better than a doctor knows you that you make a visit to every once every six
No,
or
no, I
seven
think
months?
the doctor would know my body, and
Okay.
I'm gonna let because the one I'm gonna say this, he's in depth on this, but me, the way I feel like, because I went through that with my dad earlier, and when he had to go to the hospital, I don't think my dad wants to listen to the doctors. Me personally, I'd rather listen to the doctors, and
More than yourself.
more than myself. Yeah,
Wow. Wow, Rue. That's eye opening.
But
I mean, how could I do surgery on myself?
You can do preventative things that you don't have to have surgery. If you know yourself and you've lived with yourself all these years, you know how yourself is going to operate and how you're supposed to operate.
Right.
Now, if you've done things to yourself and you can't I'm not saying you can diagnose and say, oh, I'm dealing with leukemia right now. But also our ancestors knew whatever was going on with them. Did they have doctors back then? They may have what you would call shaman or witch doctors. But when you know what was going on with yourself before a doctor, if you're feeling a certain way, they can probably give you symptoms
Yeah.
because the symptoms you told them you're having, they diagnose it from whatever they've learned. Okay, you may not be able to correctly speak to those terminologies, but when you know yourself better than the doctor,
Well, I can't say I beg to differ, man. I beg because, like, if a person go to school to study the human body and they've been doing this like I DJ, like the way I've been DJing all this time, I would rather listen to that person because they did little studies, they did little stuff like this, and they've been in the game. I would rather listen to a person that's into building a better human body or know like the human body terminology and everything like that. I would rather listen to a person like that because it's like you telling a DJ how to DJ at a party when you talk to a doctor. So this person been doing this forever, but DJ been doing this forever. So how you like? I can't say how you, cause like what you said, everybody got somebody right, somebody God given right, and that's everybody demeanor. So that is a catch 22 question. But me personally, I'd rather listen to the dude that been into working on a human body that DJ like me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to listen to myself.
Not quite. Let me say this. Anybody could go to school to learn um, those same words, okay, those terminologies. You can read a book right now, and you can go find out where your pancreas is, how your pancreas operates. You can learn those same things. It's up to you if you want to put that focus in it. Just like anybody can learn to DJ if they're taught. It's taught again. So when you go into a doctor's office, you're not measured by the melanated man standard. You're measured by a European standard, weight, body mass, everything. So they don't have a chart for them and then a chart for you. You're measured by one standard. We're genetically different when it boils down to it. One,
Let me take it back. Let me go all the way back to the beginning of this conversation. You said we are all
Boy,
born.
before you go, because I got to give you the board. He ain't, look, we ain't getting skin cancer just by walking in the sun.
Never.
I'm going to sit that there.
never,
Now, one just go.
never.
We're going back to the beginning. We are not born efficient where we have no problems. And reason I'm gonna say that is okay, you got a mom and dad. They each got their own side of problems. And they came together and they created you. You didn't ask to come here. So you got a list of problems that they took, and it's like two glasses, and they filled up a glass in the middle. Now you're the recipient of whatever each side had. If one has diabetes and the other one has high blood pressure, it's a 99% that you may get it later in life. A lot of people want to argue and say things are not hereditary. I bunk the difference. If your mom is diabetic and your dad is diabetic, you're going to be diabetic one day. If you do not know this from them telling you their problems early enough for you to combat it with your eating. If one has high blood pressure and the other one has pre high blood pressure, it's a possibility you will get that later in life. Okay. But you are a direct descendant of your mom and dad. So whatever they had, you have a chance. And then your kids have a chance of getting it. So none of us are born perfect. We don't even know what we got in us until we get to a certain age. Then we start walking down the street and we just drop dead.
I disagree. And why I disagree is because I understand how the creator operates. Rule, you want to read some of those comments and then I'll get back to my
Yes,
statement.
we getting massive comments, y'all. Okay, we are going. Well, we're gonna go past wow. We're gonna go to
Alvita Burnett.
Alvida Burnett. There is no reason why it's called medical practice. They constantly throw medication at you to use how you react.
True.
Hey, now I'm gonna go back to the next word.
Come on, keep reading.
If it works, great. If it doesn't, there's bad, but there's worse. No, sir. I don't get that. I'm reading for word for word.
Well, what she's saying is because these people practice medicine, they're practicing. There's no direct solution to your issue. So that's like basketball, or like Ru was speaking about DJing. In order for you to be the best, then you got to practice, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna practice on you until I can get it right.
Okay.
But look at every piece of medicine that you go purchase.
Okay.
Right. Well,
Listen.
hold on though.
Okay.
Every piece of medicine you go purchase says temporary relief.
Okay.
For
But
temporary relief, it does not eliminate the system, the problem, any of that.
true.
Okay.
True. But when you go to the doctor, you go to your doctor's practice office. So he is practicing on you. But doctors are getting paid nowadays to sell or give you a drug that will keep you there so they can get a check. It's like a residual. They're getting a check every month. Oh, I didn't put about 1,000 people on metformin. Okay, put that down so I can get my residual. I can get my kickback. Okay, everybody doesn't know what causes diabetes. It's called your pancreas is not creating enough insulin to fight off what you're putting in, and it's creating too much insulin. All right, and a lot of foods like rice, pasta, bread, sometimes milk, cheese, all these things have a reverse reaction
Sugar.
on the body, sugar mainly. But the cure for diabetes is right in our face, and it's brown. It's called cinnamon. A lot of people don't like the taste. It tastes an acute taste. Cinnamon is the natural cure for diabetes. There's a natural cure for a lot of things that us
Everything
is
bro.
going through, but we don't want to deal with that. We don't want to deal with it because it's not what we were brought up on.
Well,
We were
look,
brought up on eating a pot of rice every day with some gravy, some pork chops, and some chicken wings fried in grease.
you making me hungry. man.
Okay, but that's the truth. I'm making you
No.
hungry, but you don't want to
No,
eat this food.
I'm just tripping.
You,
I'm just tripping.
you don't
bro.
want to eat this food on
No,
a daily
no.
basis.
And
And
then,
I'm guilty of eating the wrong foods on a daily basis
hey, look,
because that's what I was brought up
and
on.
I don't even want to cut you off, one. You know what I'm saying? Because like the way it's being processed, all the food, even fruit and vegetables. I want to read this comment by Boss Lady D because you said something about diabetes. She says diabetes is a perfect example of you are what you eat. When you when your dietary list has been passed down through generation, it appears that diabetes is hereditary and it's not. Doctors want you to believe that, but it's not. Okay. And I agree with her totally because, again, it can't be hereditary. You have an opportunity to reset your system. It's hereditary because this is what you introduced to me, mommy, daddy, whatever. So I'm taking on the same eating habits that you have.
Thank you.
9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get whatever it is that you have.
Right,
Now
so-
my immune system may be compromised. Yours may not be, so you can handle that. But here you've given me all this pasta with the starch and all this stuff and all
Yeah.
this beef, which we just talked about prior, that you can't digest at a certain time. So now it's stuck.
Yeah, I love pasta. I love spaghetti. But if I eat a bowl of spaghetti right now, you might find me about a half an hour later in that corner, balled up in a knot, and my body's trying to fight off the sugar that done hit me and got me when my sugar highs. I don't know what 400 and 500. All right, you know it starts. Our health, I believe, starts with our parents. If you got to sit down and not just know dad, you got to know dad what his health problems is and what they ain't. You got to know mom. So that way you can put your 2 cents in and go, okay, this possibility, this is a possibility, that's a possibility. When I get, because when you be honest, everybody say it hits you over 50. It starts hitting you at 45.
Before then.
It
I
might
say,
be even before
hey,
then,
look,
but
I got a cousin that died from diabetes at 21 years old, man.
he was born with
Nah,
diabetes.
no,
I
he was not.
He,
You know what?
He didn't have
Him-
childhood.
My aunts, uncle, none of them had diabetes, brother. I'm gonna tell you this though. From when we were children, they used to eat sugar on beans, on spaghetti, sugar cornbread. He used to come over our house when we were younger. My grandma and them, my mom and them, they didn't cook with sugar, okay? And if they did, it was minimal. So he got to, this don't taste right. He got to sprinkle sugar on his,
Okay.
all this. You know what's in that high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, no.
Man, that is disastrous to our systems,
Okay,
brother.
that's straight sugar.
It
Okay.
suppresses you.
Okay.
It suppresses your pancreas from creating insulin. Okay.
What's in Red Bull?
I don't drink Red Bull.
Red Bull is straight sugar.
I don't drink Red Bull.
What's in Red Bull? Red Bull is straight sugar.
I will
What do
say
you-
this one.
I don't
There's
drink it.
nothing in Red Bull that works with any man, black, white, or none. You drink too much Red Bull, you're liable to have a heart attack. And that's with any man, woman,
Okay.
or person.
Okay.
I don't
That
drink.
sugar is crazy in
Well,
there, bro.
okay. What's good for you inside of a department store or gas station that's in a bottle, a plastic bottle, other than leave water out of it now? Because we got to go. We're gonna go there on that one. But this what's good for your health that's behind that refrigerator that you open up? Are the teas, the pop, any of the milk, anything in there good for you?
I would say the aloe vera little juice.
We still don't know.
Or
what's
I
in
would
that.
say tea.
I'm gonna tell you like the
But
doctor
tea
told.
has a lot of sugar too.
I'm
as well.
gonna tell you like the doctor told me when I got diagnosed. Anything sold in a store that's in a can or bottle, stay away from. Anything that's shiny in a
Oh.
plastic bag, Ziploc bag, a bag for potato chips, it has sodium, it has sugar. They don't want to put it in the back of the
What
bag.
is that?
Everything that's sold in the supermarket, you have to look at the back of the package. Nothing we eat is healthy.
Y'all, we busting on the comments. I gotta get to some of
Read
these
some of them comments, brother.
Okay. I got one from Boss Lady D. So we got you, sister.
I think I read that top one. Go to Alvita Burnett with the
She said something short. If you follow the same terrible diet that they followed, or you want me to
yeah,
go there?
no, go there.
Damn, somebody else put some Alvita. Absolutely nothing other than water.
Thank you. That's the only thing you can get out of a gas station or supermarket that's going to be healthy to you. Now, here's the problem with the water. The plastic bottles that it come in hurt us males because plastic is giving off
Well,
some
it's
type of
hurting
reason.
all us, I believe, on the
Thank
on the
you.
long,
And the plastic is giving off some residual to us when we drink it out of it. So the best thing you can do is get a bottle of water and pour it in another cup and drink it. Don't drink it out the plastic bottle.
That is not cool.
So, but what am I saying? The candy bars, the cookies, everything we are buying has some type of effect on us. So the best thing you can get is a home cooked meal. But that's where our problem started because our parents came up cooking meals a
You're
certain
not
way.
safe with that one. You see them chicken
Hey.
breasts, them chicken wing.
Come on, man. Let me read this comment from Boss Lady D. I strongly disagree. You do not inherit high blood pressure or diabetes from your parent. Again, it's a way of life. Alvita Burnett says eating from the earth is the natural cure. Boss Lady D says my mom did not have diabetes until she became bedridden and the doctors gave her that Ensure. She was then diagnosed as diabetic. My father had them take her off and her system went back to normal. So
Well,
what you say about that one?
It's different strokes for different folks, but what I'm trying to say is that you are a cup of water made from 2 cups on the side. So mom and dad, whatever they had, it's in you. When it comes out is when it comes out. It can come out right at birth, because I think I was born with childhood diabetes when I had it, just wasn't diagnosed. Okay, but you don't know until you get. I was always athletic, so all the way up until I started working 2 jobs, trying to take care of myself. And when you stop running and exercising every day, your body goes to a different way. It's no longer functioning for the self-preservation. It's right now trying to make you stand up and do this one job and then go do that job. The lack of rest. The bottom line is we don't take care of ourselves like we need to, because we are now trying to take care of ourselves like we want to, with keeping ourselves above water with the debt, the money, everything we need to keep ourselves going. But we don't keep our inner body straight because we're working so long. Some people out here working 2 jobs, barely getting 4 hours of sleep a day. Tell me, what's the average body needs? What 6 to 8 hours of sleep, at least 7 to function right and to keep it going.
And we not getting that.
We're not getting that.
Hey, let me say this
That's
real
the
quick.
average working person.
Boss Lady D says you do not eat anything you cannot pronounce.
But I agree on. I totally agree on
Hey,
that.
that's real
Well,
business.
can I say
I
this?
agree
That's
on
real
that.
business, though.
Gyro, gyro,
That's real. You
Gyro,
can't
it
say
ain't
it
called
right.
gyro.
Right, look.
gyro.
It's
Yeah.
gyro.
Gyros. It's gyros.
It's
gyros.
gyros.
Look, see, don't eat it. That means don't eat it. Then,
I can't pronounce
all
it,
right.
but it tastes good.
Hey, Alvita Burnett says you have to be careful with the water too because they add additives in some as well.
Well, all I
And
got
that's true.
The
Can I
additive
say
is
this?
that plastic bottle.
That's
Can
true.
I say this? Michigan. I'm gonna sit there and be
Flint,
quiet.
Michigan, no question. Purposely done. Okay. But what we purposely doing to each other? Because when you go in the supermarket, what you gonna say? Them pork chops look thick.
Good. I'll
What
be
that's
on
from?
that.
So should I say you are what you eat? You a pig. A pork chop comes from a pig.
Yeah.
So you gonna eat them pork chops?
Okay,
you a pig?
okay.
I
You
was
know
trying
what?
to
You a
go
pig?
back to
Okay,
what
guess
you
what?
was talking about,
guess
man.
what? I'm a pig.
Hey.
I'm a pig, but I came out being a pig because I
That's
was
why
brought
your
up a
neck.
pig.
That's why your neck got that little.
But guess what?
No, I'm just
I wasn't
joking.
introduced to pork chops till I was a little shorty, and it was
Indeed.
fried, and grandma put them. My mom put them on my plate with a whole plate full of rice with some gravy in the middle, and then you had the potato on the side, a little string beans, okay, a little green beans, whatever, which you didn't want to eat because you didn't like that taste, but that was the best thing on the plate for you.
It
As
tastes
I got
good.
older now, I'm loving my green beans and string beans and greens. Guess what? It
I
keeps
wish-
you from having colon problems.
It
I
tasted
will say
good.
this. I like the fact that my wife's father ate green beans and string beans. Because for me, on the other side of the fence, satisfying my wife, them green beans and string beans showing out that booty buddy. And I love it. And she's strong. I'm talking about you could tell her dad ate vegetables. She could crack up. I love you, baby. She could crack a walnut with her butt.
Hey,
And-
I wouldn't even eat that walnut.
but I'm just saying how healthy she is from green beans, and it wasn't rice. It was string beans, the regular basic stuff. So I agree with you, man. Like, meat adds, yeah, but I think vegetables, if you eat the right mix of vegetables, you will be a vegan, Joe.
And fruit. I mean, think.
And fruit too.
Let's
as
go
well.
back. The human body was never created to digest flesh.
Wow.
If you look at any animal, we're compromised of the same thing. We're not compromised. We're comprised of the same things. An animal has eyes, a nose to smell, a mouth, tongue, ears. An animal has organs. If you eat an animal, you might as well eat a human. Think about it logically. Don't think illogical. Think about it logically. Think about it, bro.
I agree with you, but can I ask you a question? What race or what nationality lives to see the average age of 90, 95?
Oh, whites.
Most Asians.
Thank you.
Oh,
Why?
Asians or Japanese
Why?
or
Why?
Koreans.
Why?
Because
Why?
the food they eat.
Their diet is different. But hold on, I got something real controversial to read to y'all brothers. Can we take a break for a second? Can y'all give us time to take a break for a minute?
Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. 0 is 0 equals 0. If we ain't producing what we here for, it's power in numbers, numbers. Hey, hey, it's power in numbers, numbers. Hey, hey, it's power in numbers, numbers. Hey, hey, it's power in numbers. Proper presentation and organization leave no room for complication. We embrace the confrontation, meditation as I live amongst this devastation. Riding the red line, Chicago state of mind. Here, rapper is the code that set his own mind. Player text and MP3s, iPhones, plugged in headphones. Your individual, leave you alone. Clone my ancestors, channel Marcus Garvey. Create me an army, march through Riverdale, posting Harvey. It's power in numbers, let no infiltrators among us. Moving these streets with the tactics that brung us on that diesel off that rock. Expose the weasel on the block. Sell the whole squad out to the cookie crooked cops. Look rookie bet like a bookie, it never stops. Surveilling alien, prevent the pyramid from prevailing. Combining our resources, keep us going, sustaining. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Zero of zero equals zero. If we ain't producing what we here for, it's power in numbers, numbers. Hey, hey, it's power in numbers, numbers. Hey, hey, come on, get it. Let's get it. Look, I'm on the boardwalk, staying at the revel, overlooking the ocean like Wiz. I'm on my level.
Boss like Hugo, shining like a bezel.
But you know this game will leave you twisted like a pretzel. Drugs go north and the guns go south. Order another couch delivered to my mama house. Money coming in and my talent is coming out. I'm looking at world premieres, the fans scream and shout.
We
Limousines and private jets, showing love on the live.
We back,
sets.
y'all. Thanks
Money
for being
talks, I
patient
don't
with
care
us
what
on
it
that
costs.
break.
Building up a harvest, I'm past the
My man DJ Rue providing y'all with them nice tunes. Check out the link in the description for that song. Yo, we back, but again, I want to expound on what you said before we took the break. You said Asians have the longest.
They're predicted as the nationality that lived the longest.
Okay,
Most Asians have lived to see 105, 110. Um, the average length of their life is like 90, 95 on average. That's man and woman. So I don't. I like to be a fly on the wall to see exactly what they're doing besides just eating rice, because I can't take rice like that.
well, you
But-
know what? We need to stop eating the food that's imported from China. I got
Yeah.
this information earlier that was sent to me by a loved one, and it was saying, warning, don't eat these foods imported from China. It is not uncommon to find chemical additives in food, but when it comes to additives that are not only chemical but also toxic, this is the same time to avoid a product altogether. This is the case with corn from China. Some producers add sodium cycloclimate to their corn. The purpose of this additive is to preserve the yellow color of the corn for which it is so famous, but also to add sweetness. However, it is important to know that sodium cycloclimate is actually toxic, and if consumed too large in quantities, it can damage your liver. This additive is prohibited in the United States, but it remains legal in over 170 countries around the world. So that's corn. Okay. I'm going to go with ginseng. I'm just giving you a list of all the foods that they said that's imported from China that's not good for us. So corn 1, ginseng 2, table salt 3, and we all love our table salt. Rice noodles imported from China. This
Sure.
is all food that's imported from China.
Rice noodles has
Four.
so much salt in it, it's ridiculous.
Baby formula. Get this, ladies. Baby formula imported from China, and I'm gonna read. While you might be willing to take a few chances with your own health, you definitely shouldn't risk the health of your child. Before you buy baby formula, check the label and make sure that the formula isn't imported from China. A few years ago, it was discovered that Chinese manufacturers were putting melamine, a product used in plastics, in baby formula. With the melamine, the baby formula appears to be higher in protein. Consumed in high doses, however, the melamine can cause serious illness in the infant. So,
Yes.
So infant formula. Number 6, milk imported from China. Okay. Number 7, shrimp from China. And we know how you all like to eat shrimp. Okay.
Yeah,
Shrimp
yeah, yeah.
imported from China. Okay.
Why?
Where else? Give me a minute.
I'm gonna go to one while you looking for the rest of it.
Give me a minute.
On the back of your bags of potato chips and certain bags that are sealed, there's a certain ingredient called a monosumate glumate. That is a cancerous causing substance that's put in everything that has a dye to it, like the flaming hots, the barbecue trips. Look on the back of your bag. Now, a couple years back, by 2007, Dr. Oz came on his show and broadcasted. And since then, I haven't heard him say anything else. But that was supposed to be an agent or a drug that's been put in our food that can cause cancer.
That's
When you eat
crazy.
too much of it, it's called monosumate glumate. And it's on the back of the bag. It's a long word. It starts with an M.
Like Boss Lady D said, don't eat stuff you can't pronounce what it is.
Monosumi
Number
glumate.
eight, tilapia, imported from China.
That should be number one to me.
Number 9, cabbage,
Huh?
imported cabbage.
You
imported
got
from
me,
China.
bro.
I'm going. You know what? That's why Grandma
You
used
got
to.
me.
She used
All
to
right,
grow
man.
her
Hey,
own
you better-
I'm mad
vegetables.
now.
You
You
better
talking
find
about
out where it
cabbage?
comes from.
Hey, you better grow it in your backyard.
Number 10, canned peaches.
Well, we don't eat that.
Number 11, canned tuna.
I eat that.
Pay attention to where it's imported from, okay? Number 12, oils. Different oils that you cook with.
Okay, like corn oil and stuff like that.
If it's imported from China, hey, be aware.
Why
I'm
is it
just giving
everything
you-
about China?
Hey, everything we get is from China. Our clothes, everything we get
Where
is from
the
China.
engines too as well?
Number 13, cod.
You used to know
COD, codfish.
codfish.
Codfish. Number 14, mushrooms.
Yeah.
Wow.
Imported from China is deadly. Okay, this is the information we sharing with you. So be aware, okay? Be aware. Number 15, lamb.
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 Lamb imported from China.
You go tell me I can't eat no lamb chops
lamb
on the grill?
imported from China, bro. All right.
Oh, okay,
I hope y'all listening out, man. We ain't giving y'all no misinformation.
bro. The best
This
ribs
stuff
I
is
ever
real.
had was lamb ribs.
This stuff is real, man.
I got a question for you. I got a question.
Hold on,
man.
let me finish.
I got a real
Let me
question for y'all.
finish.
You
Hold the
going that
question.
depth. You hitting us in the gut.
Number 16,
You
tea.
hitting us. Tea.
Tea,
Everybody drink tea.
tea imported from China. So make sure this just giving you being informative. So when you make your purchases, look at the packaging so you understand what it is that you're purchasing.
I'm angry, bro.
Number 17, wine.
See, you touching too many close personal
Wait,
places.
I'm hoping you're right.
Let me
write
guess this
down.
right. From
Number-
China.
Number 18, pork. Number 18, pork. Imported from China. All right.
Damn, man. We can't do nothing,
Hey,
man.
bro, look. Hey, it's best that we start our own gardens, man. This stuff getting real hectic, brother. And
Y'all
sisters.
don't understand. Y'all don't understand.
Again, you are what you eat. Number 19, chicken. Imported from China. Chicken. Chicken. I'm going to read the article about the chicken. Another food from China that you should avoid at all costs is definitely chicken, and for an excellent reason. Avian influenza and other diseases related to chickens are common in the eastern regions of the world. Chickens in China often fail to have the same required norms to be eating. So you could get sick at any time if you buy and eat it. Chicken imported from China. Number 20, soy sauce. Soy sauce imported from China, you should not consume.
Can I say
Okay.
this, man? On the crack and joke side, F soy sauce. I like sweet and sour sauce.
Well, if there's something wrong with the soy, I'm gonna use my better judgment and say it might be something going on with
Now
the
I'm gonna
sweet and
go
sour.
in depth.
But-
The reason why we having this show and we speaking about this, hear what Madman D says. He talking about one more time, Madman D. What is the most important reason why this show and why we speaking about this? Just highlight it, big brother.
We want to enlighten our people and the community and the world to, man, what's happening. You know, this is grown man information. So if you can, digest this information as an adult, you could pass it down to your child so that we can stop perpetuating the things that hinder us. So number 21, I'm gonna be finished in a minute. Number 21, eggs. Eggs imported for China. Number 22, green peas imported from China. Green peas imported from China. Number 23, apple juice. I hope you all writing this down, man. I'm giving you this information again because you are what you eat. And if we keep going this path, then you're going for a quick.
Can I
a
say this,
quick
man? These
destruction.
are all amenities that we
These
deal
luxuries.
with on a regular basis.
Luxuries. And I love this. I love this piece of this fruit. 24, watermelon.
Wow, bro.
24,
Everybody love watermelon. That go with
25,
chicken.
25.
Oh, boy.
Sunflower seeds with watermelon. 25, garlic.
What's wrong with garlic?
You want me to read that to you?
Yeah, I want
brother?
you to read that to me because I put garlic on a lot of things. So I'm supposed to watch it that it comes
Garlic.
from Japan.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention.
So
Read the
everything from
product.
Japan,
China. If you haven't sensed the theme yet, here it is. Pesticides are a big issue in China's agriculture. The country doesn't have any laws to regulate the use of pesticides, so farmers can use them at will to produce as many products as possible in a short amount of time. The pesticides are particularly harmful to garlic. Garlic is incredibly absorbent and will soak up anything around it, including pesticides. If you're eating garlic imported from China, your body is getting a huge hit of all those harmful chemicals. For your own health, stay far away from Chinese garlic.
So basically, don't shop with Chinese products.
Hey, I mean, that's the selfish way. The safest way. Number 26, beef imported from China. And you know, all our beef comes from somewhere else now. We don't even really produce the beef that we used to. 27, rice. Rice imported from China.
Most of all our rice is imported from China.
Okay, well, hey, pay attention. Number 28, this is going to get you. Black pepper. Black pepper
Black
imported
pepper from China.
Black pepper from China. Yep.
Hey, y'all listening to this? So we need to start growing stuff in our backyard. But the problem with our backyard is we need to change the soil. We need to dig up the dirt, put some good dirt down, and start growing everything. Because back in the day, down in Mississippi, back in the old days, that's what they did.
They had their own farms, grains.
Thank you.
Let's go. Let's continue the list. Number 29.
Hold on, man. Before
Frozen
you go,
fish. Frozen fish.
You are talking about everything that we eat.
Hey,
on a
bro,
daily
that
basis.
means we got to be cognizant and change and do things that we need
That
to do
it's a
to
scary
ensure
thought.
superior health. It is, bro. When I seen the article, I was like, whoa. Okay, number 30, sweet potato noodles. Now, I know that might be one thing that we all don't eat, but this is the catcher for me because this is what I eat. Tofu. Number 31. Wow. And I eat tofu because I'm a vegetarian.
Yes.
Number 32, tapioca pearls. That's number 32. All right.
Can I say this?
You can
Man,
say
I know you about to go teach me how to make a tofu burger to make it taste like meat.
I'm not gonna teach you how to make tofu. I just said this, brother. I don't want you to.
I ain't
I
gonna
don't
get no
want you to
Listen up,
expire.
everybody.
I don't want you to expire.
No, but I'm saying
Go to
tofu all tofu doesn't come from China.
No, not all tofu, but we gotta
what I'm
be.
saying
But
is
how cognizant are we gonna be to read the back of those labels?
We're not gonna read them.
Not much. We buy the food and cook it for our kids or ourselves,
And it
we
tastes
eat
good.
Let me introduce.
It all tastes
Let
good.
me interject for a minute. Everybody that's looking in on our Facebook pages, you can look in on YouTube. Look in at Madman D.
Real man.
Real Madman D. Okay? Shit podcast. Go there. Like us. Get us going. We're here every Thursday from 7 o'clock. I say until about 8:15. Please tune in. If you can't get us on our Facebook page, some of us saying that you're not loud enough or whatever. Hey, what's up, George Griffin? Glad to have you on board. Hey, please tune in. Real madman shit.
Grown man. Well, the YouTube channel is Real Madman D. The podcast is Grown Man Podcast. All right, and it's
Yes.
each and every Thursday at 7 p.m. You know what? We try to give you good information to where you can digest it and utilize it in your life, man. Because like, there's so much going on in the world. We gotta really be in a place that we share for all of us to grow. Of course, a lot of us is not gonna get it, but if you want to eat chicken, then you're a chicken.
And also, you can phone in 708-996-7939. I'm going to put you on the air so you can give us your little piece of what you feel life is. Because everybody's made different.
That's right.
Everybody's made different. Don't think because I'm going through something, and you're not, that you're better. No, you may go through something that I never will. And I'll probably go through something that you will never will. But listen in so we can make everybody be aware of what you can and can't do out here, because we got a lot of things going on that are making us walk with crutches.
Indeed. Indeed. I'm gonna read another comment. Boss Lady D. She says diabetes is not a disease, it's a way of life. A disease is something you had no control of. Parkinson's is a disease. Huntington is a disease. A disease is attached to a particular chromosome.
Yeah,
Diabetes is
true.
not attached to a chromosome. That's what I meant by no eating anything with ingredients you can't pronounce. That's the MSG, which is deadly to us. Alvita Burnett says, wow, great info. Truth, but even in starting your own garden, you have to be aware of where the seeds are coming from, which is truth. Not only the seeds, Boss Lady D says, but the soil as well. Wholesome Granny, indeed. Wholesome Granny says a variant. Hey, man, we got to eat different, man. You got to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, and that starts by having superior health, starts by eating a certain way. So you got to eat, to get your body operating at the highest performance that it can operate in. The Most High didn't make mistakes when He created us. We just have to put those things in us that allow us to thrive. And I want to say this also. I know people don't believe in reading the word or whatever, but I became a vegetarian over 21 years ago. And I became that vegetarian by reading. So when the Most High said, and this is what I attached to from Genesis, eat from that tree, that tree, that tree, don't touch that tree, eat from that tree, that tree. Name the beast of the land, the fowl of the air, the fish of the sea. Name those things. He didn't give instruction on eating them. He gave us instruction on eating the seed-bearing fruit. Okay? Anything with the seed-bearing fruit. Now, I can't speak for anybody else. This is just my way of life and how I feel about this thing. But to each his own. I was brought up on meat. I was brought up on soul food and things like that, and using accent and all the stuff, MSG, all that. But I had to get away from that once I came more into the knowledge.
I understand. We as you get older, you're supposed to obtain knowledge. Some of us obtain it, but we don't keep it in our brain. we keep doing stupid stuff. Your body, I think everybody is in tune with the comic book hero Spider-Man. Whenever something danger came along, he had the tingling senses. Your body gives you off warning signs and senses that something's wrong.
Indeed.
But you just don't know what they are because you're not paying attention to them. Shortness of breath or rapid breath, heart attack, and loss of strength, tells you something's going on. Tingling in your body, certain parts. You got to pay attention to yourself. Um, there's a phrase that I've been using since we've been doing this. Can't nobody love you but you.
Indeed.
Okay. And another phrase I'm gonna start using: closed lips don't get fed.
Man,
If you don't open your mouth, can't nobody put nothing in it.
that's
You
right.
don't say nothing, can't nobody help you. Closed lips don't get fed. And can't nobody love you like you. I can't love you until you know how to love you.
That's right.
So how you gonna tell me you don't love me right? Because you never showed me how to love you, baby.
That's right. Hey, great words spoken, one. But we want to get into this joint that one wants to play before we end the show tonight. We thank y'all for tuning in with us, man. We really appreciate you. We got to get together, man, and start our community gardens and doing the things that's going to allow us to thrive together. This is not a one man or one woman thing we have to do, you know. Of course, it could start with one person, but we all have to culminate the efforts in order for us to grow together. It's power in numbers, you know, like the theme song says, it's power in numbers. So we gonna give you this song that one wants to play for y'all right now. All right. So
Give me a quick minute. It'll be here 1 minute. This is a typical song from a gentleman that we all know called Black Ice. It's about Chicago. I'm waiting for it to come up. You know, the computer went dead. But I'm glad to have you on board today. I hope you keep tuning in because we want this to become a very useful show to everybody that's tuning in way across America. Because one thing I think black men, men period, don't do, we don't talk to each other. We don't communicate. We communicate, but not in the way that we need to.
we can't leave the sisters out, you know, because there's a communication problem with
No, that's
all
between
of us
man and
in our
woman.
community.
Women talk to each other.
Well, women,
We
we
don't
got
talk to each
to
other.
talk to women as well. I mean, you get insight from the sisters as well, you know. So we have to talk to each other. We got to build that type of relationship to where we correspond with each other. That way, I know your ideas and how you feel about some. I can internalize that, give my viewpoint and perspective. We can work together at accomplishing a goal that we set for each other or ourselves. You know, that's the only way to move us forward as a people. So, you know, because it's called Grown Man Podcast, it goes beyond just grown men. It applies to grown women as well. So, you know, our goal is again to enlighten our people and give insight. It's up to you if you take the information and internalize it. And I pray that we all internalize this information because, again, you are what you eat. So please, you know, take that into consideration because you are what you eat. So, again, if you eat a cow, use a cow. All right. Don't take offense to what I'm saying. I'm sorry, but the truth is the light. Man, we want to thank y'all again for tuning in. Get with us each and every Thursday at 7 p.m. Our call-in number is 708-996-7939. We appreciate your comments, your opinions. We thank you all again for tuning in to us. I'm your host, Madman D, my co-host, DJ One, and our other co-host, co-host, the DJ Rue. So One, you ready when you want to play that song?
Now we gonna right now it's not coming up, so we'll get to that next show. We definitely gonna get to that because what's the topic for next week?
You will know when you know. No, I'm just joking, my brother. We'll let y'all know what our topic is next week. We got so much to talk about. It's ridiculous, man. We got so much that's happening. So again, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank you once again. One love. Appreciate you.
Peace, everybody. See you next week. Chime in.
We like to welcome you all to our prestigious institution. Naturally raw. Naturally. We like to welcome you all
to our prestigious institution. Naturally raw. Overseen by the Dean DeBreeze. And I'm your rogue